Thank you, Ray. The Tigers and the Rhinos battling it out to be the kings of the jungle. Corny, I know, but I can assure everyone the fight for territory and supremacy between these two clubs will be as hostile as anything on that pitch. And what a pitch. Groundsman John Lupton and his staff were up till 4 AM last night, rushing off a flurry of snow and attending to the frosts. And always good family atmosphere here. Quite a few Leeds fans have travelled the short distance, but really this is a packed Weldon Road, or the jungle as it's now known, and there is the Tiger greeting the visitors. And the Castleford team, a big shock this morning, the absence of Mitch Healy. Just 50 minutes ago, he was forced to pull out after failing a fitness test, and hooker Aaron Raper moves into the half-back role. A lot of pressure now on Danny Orr. And the loss of Raper means that Darren Shaw moves into the hooker, and giant Kiwi forward Michael Smith getting a late call-up for the bench. No surprises in the Leeds back lineup. The two new overseas recruits, Brett Mullins and Tony Carroll, stepping out at full-back and centre, and at half-back, and a scorer in every round last season, Ryan Sheridan. In the pack, a very tough debut for 19-year-old hooker Matthew Diskin. He comes in place of the injured Kiwi, Robbie Mears. And just one important change to the Leeds substitute bench. No Bradley Clyde, the Rhinos Aussie Test signing. Another one to pull out this morning with a hamstring strain. Two players wanting to impress the Great Britain selection ahead of this season's Ashes series, I'm sure, will be Castleford standoff Danny Orr and Leeds skipper Iestyn Harris. Two very exciting lads, Jonathan.
Yes, very quality players. Both international standoffs. Iestyn Harris, of course, a Great Britain favourite, captain of Leeds. You know, he is the jewel in their crown. Very vocal at full-back, but he'll play at 6 today. He's great on his feet. He has ability to put people into gaps. He just attracts defender. But a tremendous kicker, out of hand, penalty. But his strength is when the ball's in his hands. Ball out in front of him, dummy step, the strength, bang. Very important. The up-and-coming youngster, Danny Orr, stand-up at Castleford, English international, very talented player, does a lot of defensive work, which goes unseen. Tremendous goal kicker as well. It'll be very important that he kicks these goals with Iestyn Harris, but the best thing about his game is his running. He can step off either foot, his great distribution, and it'll be a great partnership with Raper, who's inside him today. Crucial battle between those two players.
As we can see, two players sure to play an important part this afternoon. A little earlier, Richard Duckinfield spoke to a couple of men also to play an important part. Firstly, Castleford coach Stuart Raper.
Stuart, Castleford have had some epic cup victories in recent years, really only to fail. You must be hoping for better this season.
Well, yeah, no, it's been a roller coaster ride through the Challenge Cup since I've been here in the last 3 to 4 years. We've had some highs and we've had some lows. Hopefully today will be a high.
There's really more than about 4 points in between games between the Leeds and Castleford. What do you see today?
Yeah, I can't say anything different. You know, I'd love to be sitting there with 5 minutes ago and we're 20 points in front. It'd be different against Leeds. I know better. You know, I know it's going to be a tough game. Leeds are a very good side. But, you know, we're well prepared and we're looking forward to the challenge.
And we've got sides who like to move the ball, like to play football. It should be good to watch.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good open game and hopefully we get more tries than Leeds. At the end of the day, we want to score more points and come away with a win. But, you know, the conditions are conducive to good rugby league, so hopefully it's a great game.
And you'll learn something about your side, which has got some new faces in it.
Well, that's right. It's always hard, you know, this time of the year to play one of the top sides, and you've got to click, your combinations have got to click and get right from the word go. And, you know, it's going to be tough against Leeds. They've got a few new players as well, so, you know, hopefully that our guys, our combinations will work a lot better than theirs.
Thanks so much, Stuart. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And 1 or 2 new faces too for Dean Lance, a coach looking to take the Rhinos to a 3rd successive final.
Dean, Castleford on the home ground, terribly hard side to beat. It's a big challenge for you, isn't it?
It's a big chance, and you're right. It's a very, very difficult place to come and beat a very good team on their home ground, because the supporters love their rugby here, and they play a very, very workman's-like, tradesman's-like game, Castleford, and they're hard to beat. Yeah.
But we've got 2 good footballing sides, 2 sides who like to play, haven't we?
Yeah, you know, they're 4 and 5 out of the league last year, and you know, and they beat us here once last year, and we beat them here once. So it's a pretty tight match-up, to be honest.
From Leeds' point of view, though, from the Rhinos' point of view, you must be looking at the final at Twickenham.
Well, I suppose, you know, Stuart will be doing the same thing, but in the back of your mind, you're looking down the track a little bit. But you know, that's the furthest thing from our mind today. As you can see, we're here at the Jungle. We've got a job to do here today, and we'll be doing our utmost to do that well.
Thanks, Dean. Good luck.
Thank you.
The players having gone all through those last-minute superstitions, which sock to put on first, which boot to rub. Doesn't matter now, it's into the action, and a big day, as I said, for that lad Danny Orr. He's got a lot of responsibility now with Mitch Healy not being in the action. Rogers there, the wingman, plenty of tries from him, and great support, Jonathan, for the Castleford side.
Yeah, great support, but also there's a lot from Leeds. I think there's more blue at the moment than orange, so there'll be a fantastic atmosphere, and it's always difficult coming into the season just to see how match fit you are. Played a couple of games, but it'll be a very, very interesting game.
Yep, expect contrasting styles from those two captains today. Harris here, the Welsh maestro, the will-o'-the-wisp footballer, creative, inspirational, a prolific point scorer. And Robert Connolly, the referee, 11 years on the Premier List, and one who I know will be hoping that with Wigan out of this cup, he might get his chance for the first ever Challenge Cup final.
Yeah, key battle, as I said, at half-back, and the loss of Mitch Healy might be a significant blow to their kicking game.
Well, we're underway, and the Leeds side in the normal colours of blue and amber, and Castleford, well, I'm just looking at the jersey. They've just introduced a poet in residence down here at Weldon Road. Would you believe it? He's going to write in the programme and visit the schools. I think with that bright new orange strip, he could start with William Blake's Tiger, burning bright. Now then, there is Sampson leading the charge. 15 years down here at the Jungle. Cass then in possession. Good little testing kick there. Well picked up by Cummings. As I said, this pitch in superb condition really is testimony to the hard work put in during the night by the ground staff. Leeds pack here. Darren Fleary just testing out this Castleford massed defence in midfield. Another one. Paddy McDermott. Sheridan. Oh, superb break by Sheridan. Now then, he's got some support coming alongside him. Gets it out there to Pratt. Here's a chance for Sinfield. Back inside to Senior. Oh, sensational first try from Leeds. Absolute stunner of a try. No hesitation from referee Connolly. He kept up with the action all the way. And Keith Senior, the scorer. Wonderful action.
Yeah, Barry McDermott just, does the drive and watch the offload. That's the important thing. And he just comes straight up the middle. There's a big hole there, and support comes on the left. Good support, first from Pratt, then from Sinfield, and a great angle from Keith Senior, who comes on the inside. This is the damage. Sucks in the defenders, offload, but cuts against the grain, comes straight through the middle. And now it's a question of support. He holds a little bit, changes direction, and there it is. Pratt, Sinfield, Senior on the inside. Very easy for Senior.
Yestin Harris. No real wind out here. Very, very cold, but nothing that really should affect the flight of that ball. And it doesn't. That's true. Straight between the uprights there. Another one for the Welshman Harris, and another try there for Keith Senior. In fact, I remember he set Sheffield Eagles on the road to Wembley with a try here.
Here's the guy that does the damage, and this is the hole that he'll go through.
The best possible start then for the Rhinos, but Castleford looking to pull some points back. 10 metres out now. Michael Eager, shown terrific form since he left Warrington here. Aaron Raper, that's a good pass to Richard Gay. A good strong tackle there. Cummins coming in well. Well, it looks a bit too strong. Richard Gay's out on the floor. Certainly taking a heavy knock there. Cummins really did come in from the wing with some force.
Come in there, guys. Lost the ball after the tackle was complete.
Referee.
Yeah.
I think he lost the...
Well, referee Robert Connolly doesn't see anything ill at ease about it.
Oh. Shoulder, Cummins' shoulder hits him and he's out. As soon as he hits the ball, he lost the ball. It'll be a scrum, I feel. He did lose the ball. Bang, just a little bit high there. I thought when Cummins' head went into the shoulder, lost control, and it'll be a Leeds ball.
Well, he leapt into the tackle, didn't he? It reminds me of a tactic from the 50s and the 60s. Players like Mick Sullivan and Billy Boston used to really come in from the wing and crash tackle the centre. Oh, and it's certainly fierce down here. Leeds appealing to referee Connolly there, but again getting no change. It's a time for the forwards. Good tackling in there with Tonks. Still Leeds in possession. Sinfield doing well there, just holding it down, steadying it down. And Richard down there on the bench, any news?
Well, Ray, Richard Gay obviously is still very dizzy, not quite sure where he is. He's trying desperately to clear his head. He's taking his position back again, but you can see that as soon as he hit the ground there in that tackle, he dropped the ball. But he seems to be finding his feet again now.
And here he is with his first touch of the ball. He's only just actually come back from an injury. Didn't play against Dewsbury in the last round. But he's a brave lad. He's been in the game for quite some time, ex-Hull player. Still receiving treatment on that far side. Castleford trying to move the ball out wide. Danny Orr, good slip pass there inside to Tonks. One of three former Red Hill amateur players in this side, a local club. Sampson, reputed to be in his last season down here at the Jungle. Or again, Raper, that's a good tackle. That was a good ball out, looked a little forward, still on the go. Harlan, a hand over on the fifth tackle.
Threw the ball at him.
Could be rather worse news with Richard Gay. The Castleford bench suspect that he might have sustained a broken jaw in that incident. He's playing on, he's a hard man, but of course it'll bring back memories of the Paul Sculthorpe incident at St Helens in the previous round.
Well, we'll keep an eye on the situation with Richard Gay. He certainly looks to be in trouble. And disking, but still Leeds on the attack. Barry McDermott, oh, he looks fit and ready for action this season. Had a good World Cup with Ireland. Sheridan, out to Tony Carroll, good tackle. Superb tackle from Eager there. Still Leeds on the attack. Sheridan again looks to be at the hub of everything here. Castleford really have to pick up this half-back. On the fifth tackle, Harris. Little grubber kick. Oh, is there a mistake there? John Wells just managed to get it over, I think. But it'll be a dropout. Still, the pressure stays on Castleford, but Wells did very, very well to beat the Leeds attack there.
Yes, Harris takes a little bit of deflection. John Wells misses it, but does extremely well to get back and get it over the in-goal area. There's a lot of pressure now with Leeds. They're making good yardage and very dangerous with Sheridan and Harris dominating affairs at the moment.
Certainly the absence of Mitch Healy will be quite disconcerting to Castleford, Jonathan, especially when they've worked all week with that half-back combination.
Yeah, especially with his kicking game, and maybe the best kicking game in Australia, and bringing it over here. He's a tremendous kicker. The height he gets on balls, and it'll be a big loss to their offensive game and organisation.
Biskin settled in well. Good strong burst now by Andy Hay. Can't get the ball away. Good tackle by Richard Gay. Still. Oh! Now then. Off. Well, Richard Gay might be injured. But he's going off. A trip. Well, he took a knock earlier. We were concerned about that jaw.
Yeah, well, they've taken a look at him now because he's in there for 10 minutes. A professional foul. They've run it. They haven't gone for the goal. They're so confident they've gone for the try.
Well, so they should be with one man up already. Now then, referee Connolly looking for advice from the touch judge. And he signals that it was ripped out.
Yeah, and he's going for goal this time.
Well, we've only had 10 minutes, Jonathan, but what action?
Plenty of action. This is where you got Sinman. Look, he's on an offside position. Tries, to show that he's not getting involved, but he does put his left thigh in between the legs of Diskin, and that's why he's been sent off. And good refereeing. But the referee was right in front of him. It was a silly play.
Well, I wonder whether the referees judge that to be a trip, because if he judges it to be deliberate, well, he has to be dismissed.
I think it was more of a professional foul than a trip, Ray.
Yeah, I would have expected a sin bin for that, Jonathan. Harris then looking for another 2 points. And he finds them. Everything then going the Rhinos' way. 8 points to 0. And not the happiest of returns for that lad, Richard Gay.
But they've started positively, Leeds, haven't they? They've got, I think, if you look at the backs of these, Carroll and Senior and Hughes, but if you look at Barry John Mather and Michael Eager, they're big lads. There's Sonny Carroll. He'll be a tremendous asset to Leeds. He's so powerful in attack and destructive in defence.
Okay, let's go.
But plenty of spirit down here from the Castleford side. Winners 4 times in the Challenge Cup. Last appearance against Wigan back in '92. Leeds using the 2 prop forwards to good effect. Oh, well, there was a good pass. The youngster wasn't quite expecting it. But still, the Rhinos in possession. Sheridan again, coming forward. And I like how, as a half-back, Jonathan, he doesn't go across the field. He runs and brings defenders onto him.
Yeah, he's feeding off the offloads of the Leeds forwards at the moment. He's just probing for gaps. They've got to close these offloads down, the Cass boys have.
Harris. A good covering there. Darren Rogers. Again, another lad who had a good World Cup, brought into the England squad. Oh, Tabari John Mather. Good battle between those two, Mather and Senior. Some fireworks here 3 years ago when they last met. And I think he's lost the ball. He has. And that's very significant there.
Yep, the offloads, look at the percent there. They're offloading all the time, and Barry McDermott is doing that. And again, look, this is Shaw going in, 3 men, and just loses the ball. They're trying to be too much football at the moment. Cast the long balls. You've got to remember they're a man short as well, so you've just got to take it in, get the yardage, and get good field position.
And it's problems all around there, as we can see. No Adrian Vowles at loose forward. He's had to go out into the centre position. So problems at half-back, problems in midfield. But no problem there for referee Connolly, interfering. Yes, no doubt at all.
Not the way to react though, Tony Carroll. Yeston Harris wasn't happy with that. They've got to keep the discipline.
And quite frankly, I cannot see any reason why Mr. Carroll wasn't dispatched to the sin bin for 10 minutes for that.
Yeah, struck his face. So they've got to keep the good discipline. Is so important in the modern game. And you know, they've just got to keep it. So many good goal kickers around, and also, as we said before, just gives good field position.
Dean Sampson. Raper. Andy Lynch, another of the youngsters coming through here at Castleford, ex-Leeds amateur. Rogers lost it.
Silly mistakes, but the one noticeable thing at the moment is you've got Aaron Raper playing at the acting halfback. There he is, number 9. That ball wasn't meant for him, but what that does is it puts a lot of pressure on Danny O. He's the only guy that's got the football out wide. He's first man up. They've got to come off him. There's no two options outside because Raper's acting halfback.
Leeds in possession. Tony Carroll getting a good round booing from the Castleford section of this crowd every time he touches the ball. Leeds beating Swinton in the previous round, 106 points to 10, a record score for the club and a record 17 goals for Harris in that match. But I don't think this will be any scoreline like that. Oh, good run by Diskin. He's looking very confident, this young lad, former academy player.
Yeah, he's got a strong pack of forwards around him. He'll enjoy it.
Sheridan. Sinfield, Carroll again. And there we see Adrian Vowles, number 13, acting in that left centre position. On the fit tackle. Sheridan. Plenty of height, not much direction. But that was played back by Mather. Here's a chance for Harris. Wonderful kick, but no. Too hard. Too much pressure on it.
Cash seem to be at 6s and 7s at the moment. There's nobody dictating. There's no commitment. Look, this is the little grubber throw off the inside of his foot. And you look at Yeston Harris's reaction. Wanted it to go further in play.
Safe side.
Quite a big difference in the pack weights there, Jonathan.
Yeah, it's but not much goes on in the scrummaging. It's just the forward momentum that they need to work on. Quick feet.
I think it's at the half-back, really, where we're going to see the difference today. John Wells. Sampson. One player who relishes the tough action here, and I do assure you, it is tough. He's lost that ball again. The ferocity of this Leeds tackling really shaking up this Castleford side. Andy Hay. But that's a good tackle there from Ian Tonks, number 16. McDermott.
He's certainly relishing the challenge, McDermott, at the moment in attack and defence.
Sheridan. Harris. Good play from Harris, that's a good ball. To Carroll, he's got a man outside him. He doesn't need it. Tony Carroll is in. His first try in his career at Leeds. Just started a 4-year contract. Easy for this big, squat, powerful Kiwi from Auckland, Tony Carroll. And Leeds really moving the ball out wide with that numerical advantage.
Yeston Harris, this is what he does. Look, he crabs across, goes outside, he sucks Vowles in a little bit. But Vowles should have got him. He slips through 2 tackles. A tackle should have been made. Watch him again. Yeston Harris He gets out to Harlan, and all of a sudden, Vowles has got to get across. Steps out of the tackle. Easy, easy for Tony Carroll.
Rapturous applause then for Tony Carroll, and Leeds really taking advantage of the absence of Richard Gay. Not the easiest of kicks for the Welshman, but 515 goals to his credit since joining Leeds way back in April '97. Steadying himself. Not this time. The ball hanging up there, but really just lacking the direction. He'll not be too happy with that, will Yassin, but that man will. Tony Carroll.
Yeah, first of many, I feel, is going to be cause a lot of trouble to the defences. You just watch him here. What happens is the ball goes to Yassin Harris there, and he just crabs across, takes one man in, sucks Adrian Vowles in a little bit. Just gives Tony Carroll enough time to sneak over.
And Richard Gay returning after that 10 minutes in the sin bin.
And it's cost them 4 points. That's what you say, you can't afford to do it.
But at least the presence of that England full-back behind them with a little bit more confidence in this Castleford outfit. But Leeds certainly are running. Harris, he's got support with Sinfield, couldn't take it. That's a knock-on.
Yeah.
I think he's a little annoyed at that.
Watch this. Too many people there. It was a flat ball, and you know, he was overrunning a little bit, Seinfeld.
Balls away, balls away.
Certainly Adrian Vowles there, number 13, on his back. He'll be a little bit more pleased to get back into the scrum and in the midfield. Always difficult for a forward to line up in defence when you move into the centre.
Certainly flying into these tackles.
They certainly are. And Richard Gay's not shirking the tackles either. Certainly looks a hungrier Leeds than I think we saw for the bulk of last season.
They've bought well, haven't they? They've got tremendous tackle there. But they've bought Barry McDermott again, but they've bought well. Mullins, Bradley Clyde not playing today, and Tony Carroll, all successful players.
And nobody tackling harder than Yassin Harris. Fleary in there. Castleford being forced to kick, went back 15-20 metres there with the strength of the tackling. Brett Mullins. Oh, good layup for the ball there, and good running from Carl Pratt. But again, good cover tackling there from Lee Harlan. Was he holding him down? I think he was. He's not got penalised. Fleary again.
Hey, Andy Lynch has done a lot of work, so has Darren Shaw. So they're under a lot of pressure. They need to put these tackles in and stop the offloads, because Leeds are rampant at the moment.
Harris. Good pass. Sinfield broken through again. Calvin, can Sinfield go all the way himself? I think he can. He's got the speed. Oh, terrific break and try by Sinfield. He put his head back. He had the confidence in his own speed, and he scores a try. Leeds romping away with the game. 16 points to 0. Just 22 minutes gone. And those fans, I don't think they can quite come to terms with it.
Again, it's a quick play the ball. Yassin comes in. Watch this offload. Bang, round the back. And there's Sinfield. Falls off the tackle, Lynch. You can't afford to do it, as we've said. He just takes Gay on, and that's confidence. Look at that. Back loose forward, takes him on, gets round him easy. This is the offload. They've got to stop that. Throws a dummy. Lynch falls off the tackle, and it's just a foot race between him and Gay, and that's easy. He gets round Gay, so simple.
And this lad Sinfield really has been threatening to make a name for himself, hasn't he, in this game for the last couple of seasons. One of the academy players that Leeds are producing so much these days. Well, I don't think Yasin Harris felt he'd have so many attempts at goal at such an early stage. Not the best of attempts either. $16 points to 0 for the Rhinos.
There you go, that's the guy.
He certainly goes through well there, and just look at the speed. He puts his head back. He's in. Terrific effort there from Sinfield. But Leeds back again. Oh, that's a kick away. Well, referee Connolly judging that he'd lost the ball first.
It'll be interesting here.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, does look, and
He does.
ideal position for Castle. They've got to try and get something out of this.
Castleford desperate to get back in again, Darling. Danny Orr, Richard Gay. But still that massed defence there in midfield, moving up very, very quickly, then shuffling across field. Ian Tonks. 5 metres then from this Leeds line. Danny Orr doing all he can. Michael Smith. Raper, Orr again. But again, Leeds sliding defence, moving across well. Notice Sheridan there again, coming behind the pack. Bowles. Still, Castleford looking for the first points. That's a good kick. Oh, just couldn't get there.
I think the linesman's in, he spotted a late tackle. Sheridan on Orr. Here he goes, bang, takes him late. I think he was committed, but I'm not sure the linesman has said he was high.
You want it for your report?
Yeah, the chuck on the ball.
He's about a foot taller than me.
Sheridan's not happy.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. He's happy to put a report or put a report. It's a penalty to Castleford under the 6, by the way. Okay? He's happy to put a report. Okay?
So the incident goes on report. Sheridan stays on the field, but it's a penalty.
Here we go. He comes in, bang. That shouldn't go on report. He might be a little bit late. I don't know. I'm not really sure if that's a penalty. He was committed. You've got to put pressure on the kicker. So
the problem with putting a player on report, Jonathan, it doesn't penalise a side in this game, does it? Like a sin binning does.
Well, that shouldn't have been a penalty. Even there was nothing wrong with that.
No, but I'm just commenting on the report situation.
If it's serious enough, the guy should be off. It just, you know, it's something that the referee hadn't seen really.
Well, the forwards are enjoying this. The crowd are enjoying it. It's rough. It's tough. But there's some good rugby. Still Castleford looking for the first point. Danny Orr. Good, strong driving run there by Tonks. But still this Leeds defence holding. Orr trying all he can. Good chance here. Smith frustrated. Still, Castleford. Going for a rubber kick. He's a shot. Oh, he's got in, surely! I think Nathan Sykes has got in there. That's a try for Castleford. Superb little rubber kick. Sykes coming from nowhere. Oh, the agility of the forward. He starts his benefit in September after 10 years down here at Castleford. And if that takes Castleford a little nearer to Leeds, well, it'll be worth it.
It's good play by Smith that leads up to it. It's a lovely little kick from Raper. All is held back. He gets there first sight. It's good play from the prop forward. Very slow ball from Shaw at half-back. Raper puts a lovely weighted kick. It's all, but Sykes gets there first. Sykes gets there.
Certainly you could see Brett Mullins was not expecting that, Jonathan. He was a little bit too near the post.
Well, he was sucked in by Smith. Smith made the break, and he was sucked into the post, and it was good play then by Raper to put the grubber away from him.
Danny Orr then, a product of the Castleford Academy. Oh, it's not there. Well, not a lot of wind out here at Weldon Road, but certainly the goal kickers, Harris and Orr, having problems.
Here we go, look at that shot. It's a very slow pass. It's a lovely weighted kick. And look at Sykes, he comes out the shot from the right-hand side and just beats Mullins to it. Mullins tries to get the hand to it and just missed to scoop it over.
It was interesting, Jonathan. I was watching Castleford train on Tuesday, and the forwards in particular, Sykes and Tonks and co, were doing a lot of agility exercises with little hoops and skipping and little mini runs, and he certainly came off the mark there, didn't it? It's paid off.
Yeah, what it does as well, it also, you know, when you're running with a ball, it's just to come off either foot and put the defence off balance.
Leeds Australian test star Bradley Clyde sidelined with a hamstring injury. Bradley, there's life in Castleford by the looks of it just for the moment.
Sorry, what was it?
There's life in Castleford as it looks.
Oh, they're not. They're going really well. They're running the ball with plenty of venom at the moment. You know, at 16-4, you would think that Leeds would have the ascendancy, and but you know, I heard anything can happen here at the Jungle.
First impressions of Leeds, pretty impressed, I imagine.
Yeah, very much so. Some quality players there, and when it all clicks, hopefully we can win our fair share of games.
We'll see. Thanks, Brad.
Just coming up to the half hour then, 16-4 for Leeds, but this game not over by any means. The momentum suddenly swinging a little now to Castleford, and Stuart Raper, well, I wonder what's going through his mind there now, Jonathan.
Well, just to get some possession. They've been asked questions.
Terrific run there by Danny Orr, just foiled at the last minute, but it's still Castleford on the attack, driving in here now. Desperate defence from Leeds, 5 metres from that Leeds line. Shaw, and everybody wants a touch of this ball now in the Castleford ranks. Fouls. Oh, Egar's missed it. Good ball there to Gay, but that'll be a knock-on.
He overran the ball. Tossed it, he overran the ball. That's right, it peed and low, went backwards.
Knock-on. And suddenly it's Castleford calling the tune.
Yeah, lovely ball. Does that go behind? I'm not sure if that was a knock-on. Let's have a look at it from that angle. What do you think, Ray? Here's the ball. Yeah, I think it was. The momentum went forward. Good decision by Robert Connolly there.
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
I think that's the first one we've agreed on for 3 years, Jonathan.
3 years, yeah, it must be.
Okay, Jerry,
I think Brett Mullins is injured. He's hurt his shoulder, so
I think he's going off.
Won't be pleased with this.
One of the new signings by Leeds this year from Canberra Raiders, and he looks to be in some considerable trouble. Leeds will want him to stay on the field if they can.
Come on, what can you take? What can you take?
I don't think he will. He's looking in tremendous pain, his arm.
Yep, he's holding that wrist, and the way that wrist is being held, it looks quite nasty. Castleford very much back in this game. Oh, it looks as if that might be broken. Let's hope not.
First one, yes.
It's a lot better now. They're putting a lot of pressure on these players. There's the inside ball, and I think it's Raper again. He's aware to it. Just puts Yestin Harris off.
Outside.
Raper handling the scrum half roll well. Barry John Mather. And there we see Brett Mullins, always sad to see a player of any quality leaving the pitch like that. That looks a nasty injury.
Yes, Brett Mullins has gone straight off into the treatment room. It is a suspected broken arm. It's very, very unfortunate for the Australian, but they're having a look at it now.
Again, another of those grubber kicks, this time well picked up there by the substitute fullback, Marcus Santilla. Another lad who was injured for virtually the whole of last season. Good to see him back on the field again. Offside. Oh, and quickly taken. Darren Fleary getting through an awful lot of work up front. Jimmy Matthew. Got a spring in the step of the Tigers now. Surprising what just that 4 points has done. Andy Hay with a loose pass. Picked up by Santilla. Good running there by the young fullback. Leeds now. Harris. Matthew. 5 years at Headingley. Jamie Matthew. Sheridan. Well read there by John Wells. That looked a little high too.
Yeah, there's a lot of high tackles going at the moment. He's saying his shoulder, but just should put him down a little bit. Just one warning to bring him down a little bit.
Referees and direct controller, director of rugby Greg McCallum issued a clampdown on high tackles this weekend. He certainly gave the referees carte blanche to send anybody off. Raper. Oh, not the best of passes, but well picked up there by Rogers. Oh.
I think Cats have caught up with the tempo of the game. They started very slowly, and now they're up to it. But you know, they're back in. They need a score now before half-time, maybe.
And I think, oh, that was a knocked out, but it's still in play. Raper. Bow, still driving forward. Oh, terrific run. Good tackle. Good tackle there by Sinfield. He read the situation well. Rich Lee's backpedaling here now. Still Cass. This chap, Michael Smith, really having an impressive game. 6'2", 16.5 stone, powering in from the subs bench. Again, another little rubber kick. Ooh, well read by Carroll.
This is the Mullins incident, I think. He comes through, he steps him, he's off balance. Let's have a look at him. Bang, now what happens is his left knee catches Mullins' left forearm, and that could be the incident where he broke his arm. That's the pain in his arm. It's wrapped up. That's not a good sign for anyone. He knew he was going off, and he'd be bitterly disappointed.
And that's two of... well, there he is, Jonathan. He doesn't look very happy, does he?
No, he's still holding his arm, so he must be just waiting to go for an X-ray.
And that's two of Leeds' big money Aussie signings off the field in a vital cup match.
You need a bit of luck when you come to another country. A lot of expectation on you, and you know, you just need to play well and have a little bit of luck.
And I think that's indicative of how this match has changed. The Leeds players now heading the tackle counts. Castleford on the attack again. Danny Orr, can he get that ball away? Yes, he can. To Raper. Good ball to Barrington Manor. Oh, all 6'6" of him, and still he couldn't stretch over that line. Castleford driving in again. That was good play. He went low, tried to get underneath there to get to that line, did Shaw. Raper again. Well read. Superb play there by Harris. Oh, and he keeps going.
Great play. He read the situation. Watch this now. He read the situation. Like a goalkeeper, tremendous take. But the difference is now Raper is playing at first man. He's giving them options, and all outside him is giving them more options. They need someone to go acting half-back.
Cleary settling things down for Leeds. They need 2 or 3 charges here from first receiver. This is what they're doing. This is good, sensible play. Diskin, Harris again to Sinfield. Oh, good ball. Sheridan. They've got an overlap on this side here now. To Andy Hay. Hay striding through. Platt. Still Castleford covering. Gay will get there. Oh, but he steps in touch. Well, I think Richard Gay did well enough just to get there. But
yeah, but this is good play. Watch the kick ahead. The kick ahead is by Pratt. And watch Sheridan on his left-hand side. Sheridan on number 7 is offside. And that's no advantage, and that's very good play by Conley, the referee.
yeah. Sheridan offside. He should have retreated back to the statutory 10 metres, John. He was in front when the kick was made. So, relief for Castleford.
Castleford's Nathan Sykes has had to leave the field. He's taken a severe blow to the head. It looks like his left cheek, and he certainly looked extremely dazed as he came off the pitch.
Dean Sampson. Again, Ian Tonks. Oh, good burst there. He's got Mather with him. A try for Castleford here would really give Leeds a fright or two for the half-time in the dressing room. He's lost it. Now, I think, Jonathan, he was trying to be a little bit clever and flick the ball back between his legs.
Yeah, he
But he
can't
lost
afford
it.
to do that. They had momentum there. He's got a hand for. Look at him. He doesn't need to do that. They're going forward. They're in a great attacking position. They got all the momentum, and he knocks it on.
First 20 minutes of this game, all Leeds, and the last quarter, all Castleford. But I think Gareth Hanford, a little bit of inexperience trying to push the play. Would have been done better to just hold on, set up the situation. That's what Harris is doing. Seconds ticking away to half-time. Leeds will be content with this 16-4 lead. Good, strong, bullocking run there again from Carroll. Just picked up a 4-year contract with Headingley. Well, not really going forward there, but there is the half-time hooter, and I think as much as anybody, Jonathan, Leeds will be relieved to hear that.
Well, they started very, very quickly, and it was their game for the first 20 minutes with those tries. But Castle, as I said, just picked up the tempo and adjusted to the pace of the game, and now they're comfortable. So it'll be very, very interesting to see when they come out, because they're back into the game. They need to keep the discipline, but they need to stop the Leeds offloads, and that's the difference at the moment. But there's nothing in the game, nothing at all at the moment.
As you say, Ray, Castleford still limbering up there inside, keeping warm. Both of these sides actually flew abroad to the Canaries and Florida for warm weather training. I think they've generated enough heat here in 40 minutes to last them the season. We had sunshine at kick-off, but we've now got clouds coming across and possibly a hint and a threat of snow. So that 16-4 scoreline for Leeds could prove a difficult one for Castleford to pull back. The pitch, though, still in excellent condition, nothing cut up there. But a lot to do, Castleford, Jonathan.
Yeah, but they'll be happy with the last 20 minutes of the first half. You know, they want to come back into it and, you know, try and keep possession. That's the important thing, is keep possession and get field position.
And we have another good game tomorrow, Halifax and Bradford at the Shea, that match on BBC Grandstand. If you want to go, there are only 650 tickets remaining on sale, and they are available from the Halifax Club shop. 10 o'clock tomorrow, if you want a ticket. I can assure you it will be another cracker.
Let's go. That's a good line.
Already the crowd into good vocal form. Both sides complaining of a foul there. Not so, says the referee. Just 7 previous meetings between these two sides. Not a lot in 104 years of Cup rugby, but the advantage to Leeds.
The news of Leeds Australian fullback Brett Mullins, who left the field holding his arm in some pain, is not as bad as it might have been. It looks as though he's got a torn bicep. Now, that's not trivial by any means, but it's not as serious as a fracture as it first feared.
That's good news, Jonathan.
Yeah, it's good news, but the torn bicep is very, very painful, and that'll take a long time to heal, so I expect him to be out for a good couple of weeks. I remember Kurt Sorensen had the same in Widnes, and he was out for a while.
Bear in mind, he did have biceps, didn't he, Kurt Sorensen? Good grief. They're as big as a man's thigh. Castleford starting out as they finish that first half. Terrific run here from Val. Oh, just couldn't get there. Superb tackle. Still Castleford on the attack. Good ball from Raper. Danny Orr, he's got space. Eager going for the line. Oh, just held up. Good blocking there by Cummins. And Castleford, I think, get in. It's Rodgers. Darren Rodgers escaping from the clutches of that Leeds defence. Sneaking round the blind side. And Rodgers is in. And suddenly, the Castleford fans can sense this cup tie is not over.
This game is back on. Watch this. It's a missed tackle by Yeston House on Sinfield. But Sinfield does exceptionally well to get back and make the tackle. But the bust is done and the ball gets wide. It's great play. Quick play, the ball by Eager. Quick pass by Danny Orr. And Rodgers is over. This is the initial break. Bang. Inside Sinfield. Through Yeston Harris. Sinfield does well to get back and tackle him. But from here, what happens is the ball goes back to the left-hand side. Long ball, another long ball. Danny Orr once again holds. A lovely short ball to Eager. Eagle's done. Look at the quickness of the play of the ball. Down, up, pass, over, try.
And clever play from Danny Orr too, sensing that there was a little gap. Can he put this kick from the touchline? Oh, just fading across the front of the post. But Castleford are back, and I'm sure many of our viewers will be remembering that last tie we had between these two sides, when Castleford won with that last gasp try at Headingley back in '98. 15-12 on that occasion. It's just as close.
There you go. Watch the long ball. He holds, crease the overlap. But this is made by the speed of the play of the ball. Up, bang, can't readjust, over. Rodgers, good try.
Two prolific goal kickers, Jonathan, yet not really been on form today. Could prove vital by the full-time whistle.
Yeah, could do it. It's very important. You need to get those kicks over. But it's the missed tackles that's important. Castleford need to keep that count low down. You can't afford to miss tackles.
And suddenly this Castleford pack is beginning to ask questions of the Leeds six. Certainly men like Dean Sampson, they're charging on the tackle. And significantly, it's taking 2 and 3 Leeds defenders to pull them down, leaving the little gaps outside. Good tackle there, though, by Jamie Matthew. The 20. That's a good kick. Well read, well positioned there by Saint-Hilaire. Good footballing skills there from the Leeds fullback.
Yeah, it's nice to bring on a talented young player like Hilaire instead of Brett Mullins. But they needed to bring this guy into the game, Tony Carroll again. But it's Adrian Vowles, there's Hilaire. But it's Adrian Vowles that's been doing all the damage for Cass. He's a tremendous captain. You know, leads from the front.
Certainly a resilient character for number 13. Offside. Aaron Raper and Michael Smith. A little bit too keen to get into the action. Yeah. And Leeds, 3 tries in 21 minutes from senior Carroll and Sinfield, but nothing since. Diskin to Sheridan. Harris. Sinfield again. There's a gap there for Sinfield. Good pass. Carroll's looking very dangerous, especially close to the line. He checks some holding. Harris again, reading the blind side well. Oh, that's a superb effort. Sinfield is in. Very similar to the Danny Orr try. The half-back reading the situation on the blind side, and good support play from Sinfield. Leeds back again.
This is a great ball from Iestyn Harris. He spots the gap and puts it through him. Watch this. Plenty of runners. Flat pass, look. Great pass. That is a superb pass, and he runs into the gap exceptionally well. Watch the ball. Vowles is there. Farrell takes the two defenders out, and he just hits the gap.
Yep, Kevin Sinfield's second try, a former Great Britain academy player. And interesting to note that Mike Gregory, the former Great Britain international, just been appointed today the new Great Britain academy coach in succession to Mal Reilly, who resigned earlier this week. Let's hope he can keep up the tradition of these youngsters coming through. We really have a lot coming through now. And again, Harris finding himself off target. Well, whether it's the cold or what, but they're certainly missing the goals. 20 points to 8 for Leeds.
There's Iestyn Harris. This is the guy that runs across here, sucks the defence in, and there's the hole he hits. Goes across, bang, hits the hole. Great try.
A good kick, good high kick. It allowed the Castleford defenders, just look at them, 3 to get up there, and Leeds are penned in on that 10-metre line. The height in that kick was vital. Now then, Castleford need a good set of 6 tackles here to keep Leeds down here. Firstly, Leeds need some good runs from the forwards. Hey. Jamie Matthew. Sheridan just evading Raper well there to Tony Carroll. Carroll now taking on Egan, shrugged him off, but he doesn't shrug off that man.
And that was a forward pass by Sheridan, right in line with us. He was very forward, but again, they're rushing up, and they've got to make sure that they make the tackles on Sheridan, because, you know, with the quickness of feet, you will create the overlap.
Forward on the 5th tackle, so a handover. And offside. Danny Orr sensibly putting the ball into touch, gaining ground, now for the free kick. Jonathan, you highlighted these two halves before the game, Orr and Harris. They really are controlling these two sides.
Yeah, they're the key players, and like we said, there's more pressure on Danny Orr because, you know, Mitch Healy pulled out, but they are dictating the whole pace of the game.
Good, strong, bollocking run there from Gareth Hanford. He's on loan from the Bradford Bulls. Michael Smith, good ball. Oh, pass to nobody. Almost an interception. Eager. Good ball to Van Madden. But again, another good tackle from Senior. Terrific rivalry between those two. Castleford still on the attack here down that line side. 3 metres from the Leeds line. Raper again. Harris spotting well.
He's done that so well. He just comes in, spots the player.
Play on, says the referee. Gay, here's a chance for Castleford. Oh, the ball was knocked down by Leeds, surely. Beautiful handling. Still Castleford going for the line. And it's another 6 tackles. The crowd deafening here now. Oh, I thought he was over. Desperate tackle there by Jamie Matthew. Aaron Raper. Good long ball to Danny Orr. Oh, slipping inside. Beautiful pass inside there to Hanford. Still, this needs defence holding. Castleford throwing everything here. Orr again. Terrific performance from this young standoff, revelling in the action. Raper. Just trying to put a little dummy grubber kick on there. Didn't fool Sinfield though. On the pick tackle. Comes out wide again. Oh, with the kick. Flicked ahead. Picked up well by Hilaire. And the pressure's off Jonathan.
Yeah, good play. They spotted Daniel extremely well and just put pressure on him. But good defence there by Leeds. But Castleford need to get something very, very quickly, and they've got to stop Leeds scoring. They're very dangerous on the attack.
Half an hour remaining, and Danny Orr trying to put out every trick he can think of. So it's Harris, the Leeds skipper. They're bringing this ball away nicely now. Now the kick. Good kick. Just splitting Richard Gay and the wingman there, John Wells. And Gay not risking the pass.
Yeah, very good kick and chase. They got the good yards in, the hard yards, and it's a good kick by Sheridan.
Suddenly from 3 metres from their own line, Jonathan. Leeds are 15 metres from the Castleford line.
Such is the pace of this game, Ray.
Terrific pace. Sampson shrugs off a tackle. On the fifth tackle. Oh, moving it well. Mather. That's a good kick. Ooh, just... Well, you never let a rugby ball bounce, but he's got away with it. Oh, and he's got away with it well. Superb skills. He was looking for support there. Still going. Terrific run by this young lad. And what's so pleasing, Jonathan, it's a rough, hard, tough cup tie, but everyone's looking to pass this ball and open out play.
Yeah, keeping the ball alive, sucking defenders in and just creating overlaps out wide.
Jamie Matthew runs into a brick wall there from Sampson. Sinfield having a storm of a game for Leeds. Pratt did well to pick that up. Harris doing even better to go back and help out. Tony Carroll, bit like a prop forward, doesn't run like one. Sheridan, Harris again. Good ball, Chev Walker. Oh, tremendous skill. Oh, Rogers is intercepted. A certain try on there. Wonderful run from Chev Walker, but Rogers tracking back, intercepted.
Tremendous defensive play by Darren Rogers. Good play by Chev Walker. He pushes away from Bowes, but Rogers stays in between, Chev Walker and Cummins and just gets the ball back in. Good play by Rogers.
The fitness levels of these teams, Jonathan, at this early stage in the season, is quite eye-opening.
It's the pre-season work, it's vitally important.
Richard Gay. Just taking a little bit of work off the forwards, giving them a breather. All batting half-backs have been well covered from the marker situation. Raper did well to get away there then. Oh, and a punch or two gone in. But still, we continue. Raper again with a good kick. Oh, Harris picks it up beautifully and flicks it there. That was superb play between the two. Harris under real pressure. Picked it up with his fingertips. Carroll.
It's a great pick. And Rogers on the run, on his toes. He's a complete footballer.
Barry McDermott back into the action. That just indicates Harris 18 passes, Jonathan.
Yeah, he just he kicks when he needs to kick. Just just great distribution skills.
Castleford forward Ian Tonks is struggling somewhat. He's hurt what looks like his right leg. Physio's gone to have a look at him now, and in fact he's leaving the pitch.
Mr. Hawley spotted something, the touch judge.
No place of contact. There's definitely a penalty to Leeds. Number 10. Penalties where the ball bounced.
Okay.
He'll be very happy, Dean Lance, at the moment. 12 points. And now maybe... does he go for goal? He hasn't been kicking well, but that would take him clear. He's taking a quick tap and he's off. Yes, then.
Harris going through himself. Sinfield looking for a hat-trick. Not this time. Well tackled there by Michael Smith and Raper. Sheridan. Tony Carroll. Now he requires some stoppage. Smith there in again, having a good game as the big Kiwi, number 23, Michael Smith. Came into the reckoning late this morning when Healy cried off. Andy here. Oh, he's almost over. He's got the ball away. McDermott's in. Now then, McDermott in for a try. And again the referee. No hesitation at all. No call for the video referee. Another 4 points for those Leeds supporters and a smile for Barry McDermott.
This gives the ball, hey, throws the dummy. Again, the missed tackles, you can't afford to do it. Just turns, takes the ball off him, and that's a very simple try.
And with what should be an easy conversion attempt this time from Harris. Well, often we see that record, just 2 goals from 5 attempts from the Wales captain. There's 3 from 6. And is that the try to finally break Castleford's resistance? 26-8 for Leeds.
I would think so, and I feel that they've got just more guns. The missed tackle by Hanford, he goes in, he turns, Lennon's got him, and just slips the pass to him. Head down and just drives over the line. It's poor defence by Cash. Stuart Raper won't be happy with the missed tackles today.
In a sense, there are too many men around Andy Hay, aren't there? I don't think they can see McDermott where he comes from.
No, but they've got the ball back again. Now this is an opportunity. They've got to get back on the scoreboard very, very quickly.
Lost it.
And they've lost it by a one-on-one tackle. Silly mistake.
Bad mistake there from Dean Sampson.
Here he goes in, steals the ball. It's not the first time he's done that. I remember that in the semi-final against Bradford where he stole the ball.
You can steal the ball on a one-on-one situation. And
look at that, too many tackles missed.
Leeds assistant coach Darryl Powell, a punishing game physically, but it looks like a route to the next round.
Well, we're playing pretty well at the minute, but there's a long way to go, and Castleford always come up with some surprises, so we've got to be on our guard.
Yeah, certainly Castleford came back strongly just a couple of occasions.
Yeah, they're a quality team, and we know they're going to come back and have strong periods within the game, so it's important that we play well for 80 minutes.
Thanks, Darryl.
confident Darryl Powell then there now, looking after the academy players at Headingley, former Great Britain international. And not an awful lot of handling errors really, Jonathan, for the intensity of the tackling.
No, not really. Well, there's another one, unfortunately, Ray, as you said that, but it is the missed tackles. The quality of this rugby, you can't afford to miss 25 tackles.
Leeds winners 11 times from the Challenge Cup. Runners up against Bradford at Murrayfield last year, 24-18, and winners against London Broncos in 99 by 52 points to 16. And I'm sure Twickenham, which will be the venue for the Challenge Cup final this year, very much on Dean Lance's mind.
Young Sinfield there, he's played exceptionally well. I think, you know, he's a tremendous young player, very versatile, and he's thriving now. You know, he'll have a Bradley Clyde, you know, in front of him. Yeston Has will play at 6 this year, so I expect him to come on in leaps and bounds.
Harris, no way through, tries another route, finds one. Carroll doing the work of a prop forward almost, coming into the midfield. That's a penalty. And a silly, needless penalty there from Castleford. Just look at this. Lifts him up. Matthew. Leeds taking advantage of that silly penalty there now. Harris again. Steps off 1 foot. Got support here. Saint-Hilaire gaining in confidence now. Andy Hay. Former Castle. Oh, that surely is a penalty. Well, a try has been given there by Keith Senior, but I do think that the player's momentum was stopped.
I don't think his elbow's on the floor, right?
Doesn't matter about his elbow.
And also that there was a throw side for the kick, please.
Well, I'll be very interested in that. It says no part of a tackled player's person other than his feet should be in contact with the ground when he releases the ball.
Well, if his hand's on the floor, he's tackled. Well, he's tackled. Yep. And then the offload, well, if that is to the letter of the law, Ray, that is a penalty.
Definitely. No question about it.
That should not be a try. He doesn't need to look any further where the kicker was.
Well, we'll see what the video referee, Jerry Kershaw, has to say.
That's good play again by Sinfield, a little kick through. I don't think that it doesn't come into contention, that, but it should be a penalty.
We had a lot of controversy last year about how far you should take back the video referee, but I'm sure, you know, we've got to take it back so far. He's down on the floor. Look, he touches the floor, his momentum is stopped. That's a tackle. Yeah,
his elbow was down, his hand was down, but it's still a good play by Sinfield. I know it won't be a try, definitely not a try, but that's good play again, commits the defence, but it won't be a try because the ball was finished in the tackle.
Well, Keith Senior seems happy enough. Whether it's a try or not, we'll know very quickly. It's not. %50 of the crowd agree, 50% disagree. Naturally, the Leeds section disagree. Still time for Castleford then to pull back. 26-8. Less than 20 minutes remaining. Smith. Pretty even-handed from the referee.
There he is, Lennon, gives the ball. Smith has done quite well since he's come on. Attracts traffic, but somebody slaps the ball down. I think it's Diskin, just gets the hand of the ball.
A mistake there from Diskin, but he's had a good game, the youngster, just thrown into this cup tie this morning, making his debut. Oh, did he lose that? Well, if he did, it went behind him. Danny Orr, Smith again. Crashes in, but Sinfield's hanging on for dear life. Castleford really do need 4 or 6 points now. Danny Orr. Bowles. Orr again. Good play. Saints. Here's a chance. Eager. He's got Rodgers on the outside and then in again. Darren Rodgers in again for his second try. Referee Connolly just checking with the 2 touch judges for any infringement. Not so, says Mr. Hawley and Mr. Brooks. It's another 4 points. And the drama's still not over. What a cup tie.
Daniel, what's the run around? He just runs in front. It's a lovely ball again, but again, it's Sykes. Sykes, the prop that comes in and creates the overlap. It's good play. Good finish.
It's interesting, Jonathan. Stuart Raper was saying to me this week, you don't see many runarounds these days. Here is one.
Yeah, little runner. Warrington used this a lot. And he just creates the overlap. It's good play by Eager again, just scores in the corner, he creates the overlap.
And a good example there for any young wingman too, Jonathan. He ducks low, doesn't he? He gets right down underneath the tackle. Danny Orr then, with a very important kick from the touchline to the left of the post. So, just the 4 points for the Tigers. 26-12 for the visitors.
Here's the knock-on. 2 tackles before. Does this go to floor? He loses control, and that's a knock-on. And Barry McDermott, number 10, was absolutely furious. But this is the play, watch. Here's the run around, bang, picks him up, the dummy runner goes in. But Sykes does well, here's the prop, creates the overlap. A good play by Eager, sucks the winger in. Rogers scores.
14 points the difference. 15 minutes almost left.
On the Leeds bench with Brett Mullins with the nursing the very painful arm. How is it, Brett?
It's not too good at the moment. I've tore the bicep tendon from the shoulder, so you know, it might be up for a few weeks yet.
So you'll be watching the next round, I guess.
I'd say so. The way it's feeling at the moment, I will be, yes.
Yeah. This is a very physical game, isn't it?
It is. So I heard these classes against Castleford are always physical, so it's good to get out there and have a run, actually.
But now a rest.
Now a rest for about 6 weeks, yeah.
Thanks, Brett.
Brett Mullins, 11 years with the Canberra Raiders down under, and a Kangaroo tourist in '94. And there's another Kangaroo, Raper. And I think both sides know, and I'm sure both coaches know, that whoever gets the next try will seal the game.
And let's look at the tackle count. Adam Fleary, 24, but the biggest graphic, the biggest statistic is the missed tackles. Over 25 tackles missed by Castleford. Like I said, that's where you win or lose competitive rugby league matches.
Barry McDermott. No missed tackle there from number 13, Adrian Vowles, the Castleford skipper. There we see the numbers. Here's a chance again for Walker. Just held up.
There's a missed tackle. 27 missed tackles against 10.
Castleford can't afford a missed tackle now. We're on the 5th tackle. Sheridan. Oh, slip ball. Harris is going over. Beautiful play between the halves. Calmly, coolly collected by Yeslin Harris. Clinically done. And perhaps the try that really does put an end to Castleford's hopes. 30 points to 12. The conversion to come.
This is good play by Harvey. He runs straight, runs across, sucks in Danny Orr, and that's a simple try. Here he goes, look at him. He runs across, simple angle, change of angle. The two defenders have been sucked in.
Harris then with the conversion. No problem this time for the Welshman. 32 points to 12. Only his 4th goal of the afternoon, but he'll not be too bothered with a scoreline like that. Superbly done. Little flick pass by Sheridan, and a sidestep from Harris. Easy if you've got the skills, Jonathan.
Yeah, it's good angle of running, but that was Sheridan's try. He just took the defenders across. Oh, here they go. They got another chance. No pass. They hit back straight away.
Rogers. Oh, good strong bollocking surge there from Thompson. Is he over? Oh, just pushed back. Terrific defence there from Leeds to get 3 men back there. Sampson looked every inch to be over, but it's Castleford again. Short pass. Oh, looking to pass there. Rogers wanted a quick play the ball. Still Castleford on the attack. Smith, can he get it away? No, he can't. McDermott doing a good job there, clamping the ball. Aaron Raper. Sykes back again to Raper, he's lost it. But it was behind him, he had turned his back on the Leeds defence. Or again. What a game this young lad's had. Still Castleford out wide. A 2-2 situation. What can he do? Cummings does well. He fought for 1 minute of trying to get over that try line, but well, safety first.
Yeah, you got nothing on 2-on-2. The kick, but it's good cover play by Cummings. He's just given himself a couple of yards extra. Defuses it easily.
Certainly no lack of spirit from this Castleford side. Never given up hope, despite that scoreline. Good burst there now from Sykes. Every one of these Castleford forwards really given their all. Danny Orr, that is your mother. Gets the ball away beautifully. Orr again, superb handling. John Wells, skirting the defence. Good tackle. McDermott in again. And that youngster, Wrench. Still Castleford. Good ball. Ooh. That looked high.
Yeston Harris again. He spots him so well.
Oh, an interception. Francis Cummings now then. Will Rodgers catch him? It's a race to the line. Oh, Rodgers has missed him. Manners coming across. Good cover tackling. Superb interception there from Francis Cummings. He wants to quick play the ball. Leeds now, rampant on this side. Harris, Sinfield going in for his hat-trick. No! Oh, I think Sinfield could have scored. Pratt held up.
Why did he come inside? Why did he come inside?
No reason. But I think Kevin Sinfield could have scored himself.
Well, there was two-man overlap on the left-hand side, and he comes inside. He should have stayed outside. It would have been a very, very easy try. He's offside there, isn't he?
Yep, he is.
Man, they're clearly offside, and he should be in the bin for 10 minutes.
Yep. Cannot interfere with the ball until it leaves the marker. And he'd actually move forward. McDermott, 9 minutes remaining. Leeds looking for more points. Harris to Matthew, using the forwards well here in the midfield, attempting to suck in the Castleford defence and then flick it out wide. Sheridan, that's a knock on. Oh, and that's a tackle, a high tackle. Oh, that looks a bad one from Dean Sampson. And it looks to be a red card. No hesitation from Mr. Connolly. Bowles protesting. But referee Connolly, no hesitation. And Leeds going into the corner. They take it very quickly. Pratt will go in at the corner for a try.
That's adding insult to injury, isn't it? You know, he goes off, he's sent off, and there's a quick tap by Yeston Harris and puts Carl Pratt over in the corner. Makes up for the mistake he done earlier when he came inside.
Well, Carl Pratt taking advantage.
Yeston Harris just quick tap, gives it. John Wells out the position. Tremendous play by Yeston Harris, naivety by Cass.
And that's the third try we've had down that short side on the blind side.
It's all happening, it's all happening.
And Yestin Harris with a chance to make a little more happen. A difficult kick from the touchline. He's really been a little bit out of sorts with the kicking, certainly not with the running. And there's another one. Another miss. Well, 36 points to 12.
Here we go, they're running out, he comes in. I don't think that's a sending off offence. That is not a sending off offence, and I think he'll get away with that. He got him round the jersey. What? He spots Seinfeld behind the ball carrier. He's coming on the outside. He checks first to get Sheridan and then takes in. That is not a sending off, and I don't think.
I don't think he makes a movement with the arm to come up with any force. His arm is already out there as if to clutch at the man's jersey.
Yeah, he'll be all right. The game is lost anyway.
But whatever, referee Connolly, no hesitation in sending him off. He sent Tony Smith off in the previous round in the opening minutes for Hull. And here he is again. And here is that man again, Barry McDermott, charging in. And I wouldn't grumble with that.
No, he's had a tremendous game. You know, he could have scored a hat-trick, but he's created it. But again, with his kicking, everything, his awareness, and there's another kick he's put in.
Oh, difficult kick for Rodgers to go down and hold. Good chasing too by Chev Walker.
Kevin Sinfield's all-round game is very, very impressive.
Castleford then, a man short for the second time in the match. They lost Richard Gay to the sin bin for 10 minutes. And I'm afraid we won't see Dean Sampson again this afternoon. Gay. Had some very close battles between these two sides in the cup. That's a good run. Barry John Maddow, he's looking for support, he can't find it. One or two tired legs now in this Castleford side. Disappointed Stuart Raper, put a lot of work in this week, meticulous in his training. Michael Eager, but still not giving up hope. And running the ball on the fifth tackle there. And I don't think Barry McDermott was quite aware of what was going on there.
Well, it was the last tackle and it was a turnover, so you know, they just played on, and I don't think anyone is aware what was going on.
Carl Pratt looking sharp down that left wing. Started life as a standoff with Featherstone Rovers. Harris, McDermott, he's got Carroll on it outside. Prefers to run. And he'll be a contented man tonight, Dean Lance. Tony Carroll. Oh, that's good covering. Good covering. Leeds just quite content now to put the kicks through to really test the fitness of this Castleford side.
Yeah, lovely kick by Diskin. Good chase by Chev Walker, but Rodgers slips out of it. And there's the Diskin, the kicker, who comes up and just finishes the tackle off. Lovely kick, nice angle, well weighted as well. Darren Rodgers not many options here. Chev Walker takes him, he slips out, and Diskin just finishes the job off. He'll be happy with this performance today, Diskin.
Leeds fully justifying their 7-2 second favourites tag behind St Helens to win the Challenge Cup. And just 3 minutes remaining. Leeds to go in the draw for the quarter-finals tomorrow that we'll have at the end of Sunday grandstand as usual. And let's not forget tomorrow Halifax and Bradford Bulls. Oh, and certainly Castleford won't forget this man. Iestyn Harris, prolific point scorer, racing in for a try. The gap opened up. Castleford don't forget it, a man short. There are some tired men out there. And his 57th try for the club.
Here he goes, he's still out, he checks, throws a dummy, and he just gets on the outside of Lennon. You can't defend on his inside if he's quicker than you. You've got to stand his outside. Gets the ball, doesn't do, shows the ball, and just the gap opens up, and Lennon, there's a desperate attempt to tackle him, but just too slow, can't get to him.
Yeah. Dickie Williams, Lewis Jones, John Holmes, Mick Shoebottom, Gary Schofield, and now Iestyn Harris. The list of star standoffs at Headingley is endless. They always seem to have one of these players around. Gifted. And a conversion. Leeds now comfortably in the lead. I'm sure their supporters already contemplating a trip to Twickenham. 42 points to 12.
Here he goes, just stands him up, there's nothing on, just steps outside him, very easy.
And he has the
Class
pace
player.
over 15-20 metres, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's just a great player.
Tony Carroll, I'm sure, will just want to charge forward and take the tackle. Well, he doesn't take the tackle. Oh, here is a rhino on the charge. He really is pounding down. Terrific run from Carroll. He really has become a firm favourite at Headingley. And can Leeds go in again? Harris, back inside to Fleary. Anthony Farrell doing the lad a disservice. Anthony Farrell there.
I think Tony Carroll's going to make an impact.
Sheridan. Here's Carroll again.
I think he's tired now.
Just seconds remaining here, but still Leeds powering away at this line. Sheridan. Sinfield again, passes it to the wrong man. Smith gratefully obliges. And no denying the work rate of that Kiwi today. He's had a crack again, but it doesn't change the result. Leeds, the winners, still on course for a third successive cup final appearance and a chance to rectify that runners-up tag they met last year. Great relief, I think, Jonathan, to have come to the jungle and got a win.
Yeah, but they'll be very, very happy with that result. They look extremely strong at the front, and they've got the new signings, I thought, especially Carroll went well. They've got Bradley Clyde to come back in, and Mullins to come back to add pace. Yestin Harris, I thought, was superb, and his linking with Sheridan and man of the match, Sinfield, was superb.
18 points for that man, Yestin Harris, and the linking there with Sheridan, providing 8 tries for the delight of those Leeds fans. But let's not forget Castleford, they played their part. Terrific cup tie. 3 tries from Castleford, Sykes, and 2 from Rogers. But no denying that the Leeds side really were up for this battle.